A little bit more weight on this fringe area can come out because I've damped it down, and again I'm revisiting it now, and as you can see it is starting to fall perfectly. There's still a little bit of weight there, so I'm going to use some thinning scissors. All the thinning scissors do is taper the mid-lengths and the ends of the hair shaft just to take out a little bit of the bulk. Very carefully, mid-lengths and ends, as you can see, they will take out bulk. They're a wonderful tool, thinning scissors, as you can see, serrated. Some of them are available to be serrated on both sides. I have one that's serrated and a cutting blade. However, if they're used incorrectly or inappropriately, we do have problems, and quite often the client can be left with bald patches or tusks of hair, all of which do not add up to a good cut. Clippers. Quick visual check of the clipper before we start to use them. We can see that the ends are fine. Make sure that they're pat tested, which they are, and ensure, again as you noticed at the beginning, I sprayed them to ensure the heads are clean, sterilised, but able to work with each other. Moving the teeth in and out. That's 0, that's a 0.5 in terms of graduation. So when the head's open, you'll gain graduation, and when the heads are closed, you will generate detail. Check the clipper always on the hand, back of the hand, side of the hand. Just make sure that it's not catching or clipping. Very, very easy. If you're not used to working with clippers and you want to be introduced to the world of clippers, then constantly revisit them, hold them and run them along your hand so that again your confidence will grow. Also with clippers, they are great. Clipper cutting is widely used in the salon, and again the versatility and movement of the clippers and angling of the clippers can give considerable job satisfaction. I'm going to show you as I graduate more closely the sides here. My clients generally visit me every 4 to 6 weeks. More often than not, a lot of clients will say to me, how often, Nigel, should I have my hair cut? I say every 4 to 6 weeks, or as and when you find it difficult or hard to manage. Younger clients that have number 1 and number 2 all over will come back to you every 2 to 3 weeks. And I do have one client that comes to me every week. So, because I've tapered the hair, I have no weight, and I've finished off with the clippers, it allows me to get detail. But I will enhance that detail even more with my fine taper clippers. Pulling the ear back, like that, comb down, and work up there. If you taper away a lot of the weight, it allows you to get a really fine line in. So take your weight away before trying to actually get your finish. Ten to 2 with the comb is really important. That's one of the golden rules you need to remember. And also the walking stick. This is what I call the walking stick. When you're taking it from the sides, you're taking the weight out there. That's the walking stick syndrome, as you run the hair clip around by the ear. You get a really neat finish. We're looking at a square finish on this cut. Next time I will do an emergent cut where I will go for a natural finish on the back, and then I'll be going for conventional. This is a current finish. I would say 60% of the population at the moment are having this kind of cut. So all my weight's gone, and that allows me now to very neatly place my square neck finish. Turn the clip around and work up. I'll finish that off with a razor so that I get a really nice neat finish. The principle applies on the right, the same principle applies on the left. So just take the weight out of there on the left. Walking stick syndrome. Take the clip around, cleaning the ear. Very important, especially if the client wears spectacles and the spectacles come across here, hair protrudes out. So if you need to, taper the hair away so that if the client wears glasses, it's not an issue. It can still generate a really neat finish. If your clippers are well maintained and your equipment works fully, you will not have any problems whatsoever in cutting or nicking clients. Just by touching the top of the head with your finger and applying a little tension, it allows you to position the head in the way where you need to go. Try and keep your work area, especially around the client, clear all the time. Client comfort is really important. I use the thinning scissors on the top, and I just want to use the thinning scissors on the side, just to make sure. Okay, travelled there so far. We're looking at the top, looking at the overall shape. We've got quite a neat finish there. I'm going to now finish off with a small clipper. The neat finish that you generate. The beautiful thing about barbering is that it's a very flexible, universal skill. You can take it anywhere with you. So all you need, basically, good pair of clippers with excellent scissors. You can pay anything from £30 to £700 for good scissors. These are around 150. You are also advised to get scissors that are at least 5.5 to 6 inch for barbering. But do check your scissors when you are purchasing them. consider the size of your hands and also the shape of your fingers, because they really do make a considerable amount of variations on scissors. Also, whether you're left-handed or right-handed also plays a key part. I'm also, with these very small clippers, just running them around the inside of the ear and around the lobe. Sometimes on a more mature client you can get a few little hairs that can sometimes protrude out. Again, as part of the service, it's just very easy, much easier to be able to just come into the habit of just really running them around, and that way again you can ensure it's absolutely clear and free of hair. Another little tip: pull the hairline taut and just very carefully clean off any amount of hair on the head. So again, clear lines are what you're creating for part of your finish. Same principle applies on both sides of the head, but again you will create a good, neat finish. Sometimes, again, if you see the eyebrows protruding out a little, so on the eyebrow, sometimes you get a small area of the eyebrow that protrudes out. So place the comb under the eyebrow, it tends to, and just literally run the clipper So, last now is to use the open razor on the neck, just to ensure there are no actual hairs around the neck area. We're very lucky here. On darker skin you tend to notice neck hairs. On the lighter skin it's not really. How do we hold the razor? So, my finger there, balancing in. You can have gels and you can have creams and ointments that you can place on the neck just to lubricate it. I tend to just use water in the salon, pull the skin taut, and I just hold again the comb at 10 to 2, stroking it up and down the razor on the back of the neck, and that way I'll just get away any surplus hair that I've got. So again, you create a neat finish. So, another little technique I'll use in the salon, if I'm not shampooing it, I always say to my clients that shampoo enables me to generate a better finish, but we're living in times now of an economic climate, so I'm more concerned that clients come in and have it cut on a regular basis rather than having it shampooed and finished. But again, you can generate a good finish that way. So there we are, having now completed, as you can see, we've got there a very neat, very precise haircut, which is conventional, modern, yet contemporary. So, just to recap, some golden rules when you're starting. Always consider your crown. It's a real essential part of the thing. Consider the finish that you're going to be creating on the back. On the fringe area, consider how much weight you need to take out, especially if the client's got any awkward hairlines or any peculiar shapes that sit there on the top. It's very much easier. I will just do it subconsciously in the salon. I would not say to the client that your hairline is this or your fringe is that. I simply do it as part and parcel of the job. But hopefully, with time and with practice and generating the interest to do many courses, you will always learn, and always, if you do several courses and you only learn one thing, again you will manage to really create a portfolio of skills under your belt, and that way you will become proficient and employable, which is the most important part of it. On completion of the service, I simply relax. I will leave the gown there just in case the client should come back to me and say, a little more off on the back. Sometimes clients say a little higher up on the back, or a little bit more weight off on the top or the bottom. And then I will finish off by showing the client the back. Is that okay, sir?
Really, thank you. Excellent.
Again, sweeping the hair away, which is really important. Client care is the most essential part of good barbering and hairdressing. If your client care skills are right and you have a clear vision of where you want to go, your clients will come back to you, and again your skill base will grow and you will gain job satisfaction. Relax the chair, move the chair around, remove the gown so your client's not scattered in piles of hair. Take away and give it to the client. The client can then make him self-comfortable at the end of it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.